Good afternoon, Flosstube. I am Leanne Stitchy Moon Crafts. Welcome to my channel. It is Flosstube number 51 and it has been quite a hot minute. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate. We did Lither and the summer solstice, so which was lovely to spend with the family. And then we did Christmas on the 25th, so I worked Christmas morning. That way my kids got to go see their dad, and then we had lunch with my side of the family. So it was lovely and relaxing. I hope whatever you did or whatever you celebrate was lovely. And it was safe and you had it with your family and friends. On to crafts. So where to begin? It has been quite a year for me. I'm going to basically, this is going to be a year in review. So I have plans, I have whips, I have haul, I have stitchy kindness. So grab a cuppa or a bevy of your choice and grab a seat, come join me. So we will start with whips. We're going to start with whips. So now they are in no particular order, just as I grab them off my chair of whips, literally beside me. So, okay, this one I absolutely love, and I started it as a sale with Nicole from Divana Lee Designs Studio for her, sorry, you're seeing the shadow there, the reflection, for her birthday, which was in August. I can't remember what year, I'm sorry. And I don't have my book with me. I thought I was organized, but not quite. So By the Blue Flower, Night Walked Down. I absolutely love this piece. And you're going to hear that quite a bit through this, because I can honestly say, I don't think there's anything I'm stitching that I don't love. Honestly, what's the point of stitching something if you don't love it? So this is on fabric from Crafty Leanie. It was a custom dye of purple and grey, so that's a really good color of it, you know, true to color. This is where I'm at. I think I'd hoped to finish it last August, so I only stitch on this in August, when Nicole's birthday month is. So hopefully, I think this year might actually be a finish, even though I've got plans, which I will go into a bit later. I will still be bringing out pieces at certain times. So I'm loving how this has turned out, and I cannot wait. My only regret, I love the fabric, absolutely love it, but I think I chose the wrong fabric for this because of the peacock, so she's quite difficult to see, but I outlined her in the same, I think she's in that outline in this floss here. So same with the moon, it's a little bit, I could have gone with just a plain grey, might have been really a better option, but that's okay. So pretty much oh, there's a needle just hanging there. I have finished, so it's just the border I need to do now. So I've finished all the wording, I believe. Night Walk Down with the Moon in her hand, yeah. So all of that is done. It's just the border. So I think very doable come August to get that done. So I had hoped this year to get quite a few finishes done, in light of my plans for next year, which I may as well just chat about it now as I go. I'm doing Christmas 365 with Gail. I'm sorry, the reason I hesitate is I can't remember the hashtag for that. I will put it down the bottom, but I will go into it more towards the end, and hopefully by then I will have remembered what it is. So, but again, I will finish that one in August, I think. I think it's 100% doable. We have got, as I said, these are in no particular order. This one is one of my favorites, and it is the Halloween Sampler by Teresa Kogut. So I'm doing this with Nicole. This was my New Year's start from 2023, 2024. So, and it's from the book Halloween. This is what I'm doing. So I'm up here. I tried to finish this year. So I bring it out each Halloween. So I do my spooky stitching. This year I started in September, October, and November. So I love it. I absolutely love this piece. It's that right amount of vintage Halloween that I love. And I love Teresa Kogut's designs. So it's on tea and coffee dyed 28 count fabric, which I dyed myself, and this is where I'm up to. So I'm really, really loving how much I got done. I just love the pumpkin. It just is great. I just absolutely love this. And I have to say, at this point in time, there are no mistakes. So I am so happy with how this has turned out. It's just such a great piece. I already know how this one and my Ultimate Hawk Run are both pieces. I know how I'm going to finish. Before I'd even started both of them, I already knew how I wanted them displayed and finished. So I can't wait to, and this one again I will pull out throughout the year. So, and that's on 28 count even weave, tea and coffee dyed by myself. So now this one I think is, yeah, so this is Silver Creek Samplers, Moonshine. Sorry, it's a printed working copy I've got there. And it says, the moon said to me, do not wait to be whole to let your light shine from the depths of your soul. So this I just absolutely loved. And with this one, I actually think this is the one I started with Nadine from Nad Stitches. I think we started this in 2021. Or 2022 maybe. Again, I don't have my book, but I haven't done as much. I should have just stuck to the called for, but I used DMC toile along here, and it drove me nuts and it really slowed my progress down. But I'm happy with how that finished, and I thought I could have finished it this year, but I just didn't give it as much love as I should have. I will, I think, bring that out and just, you know, every now and then. It's a good, easy stitch that I can do when my daughter's at Irish, dancing, and just plod along on that. But I did have a lot of frogging, actually. I think that was part of the slowdown on that, so it kind of got banished for a bit. But I want to see a bit more of that working out this year, so that I can get some finishes. I think I said that this year too, that I was going to get some finishes done. Still waiting on that. The next one, I think I literally might have put in maybe 5 or 6 stitches into it. It's my Doreen Jones When Witches Ride. So I started this back in 2020 when I did Spooktober with Nicole from Divana Lee Design Studio. And it's the last one I think I have from, I think I did like 15 or 20 starts that year or that month. And because I think I did a start every second day. Sorry, I've got a bit of a head cold coming and sore throat, so I'm having my lemon and ginger honey tea for my sore throat. So this was actually one of the starts and finishes I did that year too. So, and that was from the Halloween magazine, I believe. I haven't done very much at this at all. I made a massive mistake in the border. So I had to unpick the border and pretty much start again. So I don't think I've done much on this at all. I think I finished the witch and fixed up the border. Maybe next year, we'll see how we go. It'll get finished at some point. I do love it. And that's on 14 count Naviator. It's all called for. So yeah, hopefully that will, I might even in October just do spooky stitching. Again, I didn't really do that this year. I had 3 pieces that I used in October, September and November, and that's pretty much what I stuck with, just those 3. I had planned to bring out this and do a bit more work on it than I had, but when I realised I had frogging to do, that kind of killed it. So then I had the this is the Curry Batacour Halloween in Quilt. So that's the house. I do love it, but I've just been a bit, dragged my feet on it a bit. Again, this is on 28 count even weave tea and coffee dyed by me. It was bought in the great spend up of 2020 because, you know, I thought the whole world was going to run out of fabric. And this is the last of that massive batch I have. I have so much of this left on this piece, so that's bonus. That's what I got done. And I think I'm really tempted to leave it at that and call it a day. So that is the top part. So just here that I've done. However, the witch is cute. I don't know. I think just to call it a finish and leave it at that. I think that's kind of my thought process on that. Make it a little cushion or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that one. So I think for now, I'm just looking at the chart. I think for now I might just leave it at that. However, having said that, the little witches down the bottom are super cute. So possibly may get some love in October, but I think at this stage for now, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with it, and just turn it into a little cute cushion. And that's the thing, that I'm really good at having plans but never actually finishing them properly. And I think part of that is because I rent and I'm quite restricted as to what I'm permitted to do here. So I think cushions are probably the best option for me at the moment. But I think that's part of my plans for this year, is that I'm going to look at the things that I have got and work out how I want to finish them and try and see if it's achievable, because I'm really hoping to go to Europe next year. So my expenses are as required. So if I don't have to buy it or spend the money, I'm probably not going to. Now, my piece that I'm currently working on, when I say currently, like as of this morning, is my long dog sampler, also on 28 count even weave, coffee dyed by me. It's this one. This is kind of a bit of a nod to my pagan path, with all the stories from the Norse side of town. So, which I love, absolutely love. And I'm loving doing this. I really struggled with what kind of colour. And Janet from my Sunshine Coast Stitches helped me choose woad, which there's quite a variety of woad colours. So I tried to sort of go with a Pictish blue. I don't know how else to explain it, but unfortunately I think we're going to get a storm here, so the light's not so good. But I've done two, so it's 2 pages up to here, and I'm on the 3rd page. This, as I go across here now, is the 3rd page. So I'm loving this. It is such an easy chart to work on. I did make a massive mistake somewhere here, so I basically pulled out all of that leaf, all of the crow, and started again. I think I've fixed it now. So yeah, I'm happy with how that is. I enjoy stitching on it. I actually saw a Flosstube, she's a new one, and I cannot for the life of me remember her. I think it's, no, I can't remember, but she's finished hers and it looks fabulous. So that's also everything I'm touching now. Like, as I said, I love it all. And I'm doing that in Silks for You. It was a custom dyed. Joanne was fabulous. I think I drove her nuts by saying I wanted woad. Which shade of woad? I hadn't quite worked that part out yet. Now the next one I think is, I was gonna say it's my last WIP, but it's not. So this one I probably only did like 3 or 4 stitches in. I love this piece, but it frustrates the daylights out of me. And I think because it's so confetti heavy and it's got quite lumpy at the back. I've since found a better way to stitch, which has made it easier. So this is my, I have 2 Hades on the go. So this one and Elisa Parker. So this is my Mini Deer Creek by Donna Gelsinger. Darren from Dizzy Stitches, he's completed this. I think he's doing it again as well. So definitely pop over and have a look at his. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I love this. I really do love this, and it just doesn't get the love that I should give it. So this is more like an autumn winter stitch that I do. And again, this is sort of a piece that I really do want to finish. But it frustrates me, as I said, and that's mainly because I think of the thickness as I go. So I'm doing it on 25 count, all call for colours. It was kitted up for me by Nicole from Divana Lee Designs. I told her the chart, so my kids and their dad a couple of years ago sorted this for me. I got them to message Nicole, tell her the chart. She did the rest, sent it through, and I had it for Christmas Day. But the colours are just stunning. It is going to be beautiful when it's done. It's that whole forest, love it, autumn wintry feel that I just love so much. So it's tent stitch. I don't know, yeah, tent stitch. Like these colors over here are just stunning. I'd like to get some more stitches into that. Probably not this side of winter, but we'll see. I think I actually started this, it was my New Year's start for possibly 2022, 2023. I think I started it then. Sorry, I'm putting everything back as I go because I have a few, and then the last thing I need to do is lose flosses and mix them all up. And of course nothing goes back as it should for some bizarre reason. So, excuse me. And that's on 25 count, easy guide. Haven't stitched, I think that's probably, I quite like that because you've got the blocks and it gives you a good guide as to where you're at. So the other hate I've got is my Lisa Parker. So this has been the piece that got me back into cross stitching. Back in when I first moved up to Queensland. So I think that was in 2018, 2019, around then. So it must have been 2019. It was just before COVID started for us. Now, I call this Loki's piece because I have my cat, that Loki, who looks identical. One day when I can catch him, I'll bring him and show you. So it's Lisa Parker, The Witching Hour, and I just love everything about this. Absolutely love it. I didn't understand or didn't measure, didn't concentrate on the size of this. I thought it was probably going to be around the A4 size. I thought it was 40 centimeters is what I thought it was. It's a tad larger than that. So this is where I'm at. Loving this piece. It is slow going, especially because there's so much dark, but now all the threads hanging through, I've been trying with my Haid. I found it's quite easy to use the loop start and bring it up and stitch over it as I go, which has made it easier in the back, which is what I should have been doing with my mini Deer Creek, but anyway, you learn as you go, I guess. So that's how wide it will be, and I love it so much. Everything about it is just great. The only downside is the size of it. It's just so big. So I will, every time I stitch on this, I need to use my big rods, which an elderly gentleman across the road, he made me meter long, which was great in theory, not so great for me to hold. So I managed to get a stand off eBay, I think, and you get what you pay for. It's a floor stand and it's good enough for when I bring that out. So which, you know, makes it easier. I can spin it round and do that, but the way I'm stitching now, I don't have to do so much on the back, so that works. Then we've got my, and that's on 18 count easy guide, and I had that all kitted up. Where I got it kitted up, it took a while to get, and then took a few times to get the colors, and yeah, it was, you know, is what it is. I have everything now, so that's the main thing. Now the next one is my Ultimate Fork Run Hollow. So this is Carriage House Sampling. There we go. Now, for those of you that have been watching for a while, you'll know that I'm actually not doing the Halloween part of it. I'm just doing the autumn sections of it. So the Little Witch and these two I will do separately. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I won't be doing them at all. But for now, that's what it's going to be. And I'm up to block 4. So, and this is a piece I pull out each autumn, and I just kind of work on it until I've finished the square or the block. So this is it in its entirety. So now I'm using the call for DMC on this one, and I just love it. I absolutely love this piece. Everything about it. It's the only problem that I came across was in the beginning, so it had to have been up here in this border. I was a stitch off going across, so which has meant, and I didn't realize that I was a stitch off until I got down to these 2 blocks. So I realized then that I had to do everything is a stitch shorter, so which is fine. I just take it off the edge. So I work out which side I can miss out on a bit. So this was the one I've done recently in autumn. So I don't know if I've showed this or not, so that's why, but it's a year in review. So these ones will be, I will continue through the year. Especially the seasonal ones, I will do them as we go through the year. So the autumn ones I will do in April, sort of our autumn. Queensland doesn't really get an autumn. I just go off the southern seasons and live vicariously through them. I miss, the one thing about Queensland I miss from Victoria is the autumn. I was very much an autumn winter girl. In Queensland, we kind of get a day or two of winter, but they are beautiful winters here, just not what I enjoy. So I'd like them a little bit colder, so that's okay. I can, you know, turn up the air conditioning and make myself feel like I'm in Victoria or somewhere colder. So I'm doing that on 28 count even weave. That also was purchased, the fabric was purchased in the great buy up of 2020 and never thought I'd get to the end of that fabric. So, well, actually, technically, I'm still not. My New Year's start last year is a piece that I will be making my focus piece for 2025. And I'm doing this with my Rebel Stitches ladies. So it is the Yuletide Garden Labyrinth by Carolyn Manning Designs. And it's absolutely beautiful. I just love this. And it's amazing how different each of our pieces are. So Jenny Trask from Jenny_Stitches. She's completed hers, and hers is absolutely beautiful. She's on Instagram as Jenny_Stitches. So definitely go have a look at her piece. Same design, completely different. And just because fabric, and so that's where I'm at. This will be my focus piece because, as I said, I am doing the Christmas 365 days next year in 25, and that's being done by Gail from Wombat Holocrafts. So that's her baby, and that is literally stitching on Christmas for all of 2025. So every day I'm going to stitch on this piece in some form. So it might just be 5 or 10 stitches, but I'll stitch on Christmas every day if I've got another piece. This is my focus piece. So my plan is to finish this before I go on to any other Christmas pieces. And it's on, sorry, the fabric is, just getting out my little note. It is fabric by Divana Lee Designs. I believe the color is Wicked. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what I did with my little thing. yeah, I have it in my little book, but I don't know what I did with my book. So I'm pretty sure the fabric is Wicked. It is 32 count linen. So I have never had a good experience with linen until now. And this is actually probably pretty close to the color. Yeah, it's a greeny color. I actually don't think Wicked is the name. I cannot think what the name is. I will put it below, but it is absolutely beautiful to stitch with. I have to the point I actually bought more fabric in linen from Nicole because it was just such a joy to stitch on. I was so stressed about it because all the linen I had in previously stitched on I realize now it was crappy linen, and that's why it was sold to me really cheap. And as a very inexperienced linen stitcher, so yeah, but now you can tell the difference in the quality, and this is just absolutely beautiful to stitch on. So that will be my focus piece for 2025, but I will go into that more. Now my last WIP for this year, so let me just check, is my Aussie Flag. So I did the Aussie Flag with the, so it was the flag cell, Quaker Flag 2024. There it goes. I did this with Nicole and, well, actually Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts and Nicole got together with Vivsters on Instagram, not Instagram, Etsy, and Viv was kind enough to design flags for many countries, and so it's a worldwide thing, and that's the brainchild of Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts. So that's the Quaker flag cell, and this is the one I'm doing. So there are two options. I'm doing the one with stars. Gail is doing the one with snowflakes. I'm just having a look to see if I have a picture of that one. I think I don't. But it's I don't, sorry. There are two options. I've chosen to do the one with stars, so that's what it will look like. And doing that one, I love Quaker tiles, so this is so nice to stitch on. I'm using, for the main color of the blue, I'm using Silks for You. I don't think I wrote the color down. So the rest are DMC, but I'm using Silks for You. I have no idea what the color is. I'm just having a look. No, I have no idea. But it is Silks for You, and I will have it down in my book, so I'll put it down below. I'm doing this on 32. Sorry, I think the linen was 36 count, and this is 32 count. Even weave. So I was a bit worried about stitching on such a small count, but it's gone really well. So haven't done a lot. That's where I'm at now. I was a bit worried about the lighter blue, but after talking to Gail and Nicole, I think I'm going to keep going. So yeah, so keep an eye on Wombat Hollow Crafts on Instagram, and she has a YouTube, Gail has a YouTube channel as well, and definitely have a look. So, at her progress. But yeah, I'm overall happy with that, and I'll still keep going. And it's one of those pieces that hopefully I'll look at taking with me overseas when I go. So it'd be nice to, you know, have a piece to say I stitched this in Paris and I stitched this wherever else we go. So just being the Aussie flag, you know. And so I'm happy with the progress on that. I would have liked to have done a bit more, but I made some mistakes in the beginning of it, so I had to frog the whole lot out and restart. I figured it was easier to frog in the beginning than to wait at, you know, too far in. So, and I realized I've been looking at the wrong side of my phone the whole way, so sorry about that. That is it for my WIP. So I think there's, what have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 WIPs. So that's not too bad. 11 WIPs, I'm happy with that. But now I'm going to go on to new starts. That's right. I had 2 new starts in September for spooky, because I did spooky stitching, and my spooky stitching started for me in September. Now I saw this chart from Audrey's Stitchy Witch 42 on her channel. She'd been doing the bell pull, and it's Stitchy Witchy Bell Pull by Stitchy Pros, and I absolutely loved this and knew I needed to have it. So I watched her progress, and Audrey's was fabulous, absolutely gorgeous. So I had a look around, and actually when we did the, I can stay there, when I did the retreat, must have been last year, the stall holders all had fabric and whatnot. So Divana Lee Designs had Halloween 28 count hand-dyed linen. And so after I had started, because I bought this, I don't know why I didn't realize it was linen when I bought it, but I bought it and then realized when I started stitching for this that it was linen. But I'd already started my Yuletide, so I knew I could do it on her linen. So that's the width, and that's where I'm at. So I'm using, I'm actually using Silks for You black, and the DMC, I think it's 550. Actually, no, I'm not. It's a Silks for You, just a random piece I purchased. So, never mind. These are the colors I'm using. So the purple is, oh, I'm so sorry about the light. The purple's kind of mottled. Hang on, let me see if that helps. Not really, does it? But yeah, they're the colors I'm using. Both are Silks for You. They're kind of like those random skeins. I won, I think that's what it was. I won this in a lucky dip from the retreat, and they're the colors. So I'm absolutely loving how this is going. It is such an easy stitch. What threw me though is you'll notice the moons. Bear with me while I pick everything up. Okay, so the moons on this side and my moons. So what I did was I made the moons for the southern hemisphere. Everything you find with moons are generally northern hemisphere. So in the southern hemisphere, our moon runs opposite. So you can notice it with these moons specifically, how they go in rather than out. And see what I mean by the bottom 2 moons? And most people wouldn't care. Most people won't even notice, but I just sort of thought I'm in the northern hemisphere, and I work with the phases of the moon in the opposite direction to what they are in the north. So I figured I would see if I could do it. Drove me nuts, but I did it. And I'm really hoping there's no other moons. No. So I don't have to do it again. Thank God for that. But I did them opposite. And when you look at it, it looks easy enough to do because you're just flipping them over. But when it actually came to stitching it, my brain could not work out that I was stitching in reverse. And then even when I stitched the other moon off the chart, my brain could not program that. So I went with it, pulled it out a few times, but we got there in the end. I would have liked to have done a bit more, but I spent so much time on the moons and I wanted to get to my next piece. So they were my two. I was meant to have 3 projects. Oh, the other one was meant to be Away We Ride, which was the Doreen Jones one. But I didn't end up because, yeah, I spent so much time trying to work out the moons. And I'm glad I put the time and effort into doing it, because now it will look exactly as I want it to look from a Southern Hemisphere perspective. So, yeah, so I was happy with that. And then you might remember that I did the sister piece to this All Hallows Eve last year, or the last few years. So this is the sister piece, Halloween Eve. No, it's not called that. Midnight Watch is what the one was called. This is the sister piece, Halloween Eve. Blackbird Designs. This is done on 28 count. Now I actually had this piece set aside for Halloween at Hawk Run, but I really wanted to start these 2 pieces. So this was the one I did last year, Midnight Watch. Now apparently there's a quilt chart in this, so at some point, if it's not too late, if it's still out, I would really love to do the quilt for this. So that's the house. Absolutely love this. And that's where I got to for Halloween Eve. Not as far as I'd like to, but I was so taken with the bell pull that was kind of the focus. But I absolutely loved doing this. I love Blackbird Designs. They are one of my favorites, and that one will be a ongoing Halloween piece that I'll do, and then I'll do it in autumn as well. So that is it for my whips for 2024. So I think I've got 13 whips, so happy with that. I don't believe I had any finishes this year. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with all my whips and new starts. On to plans. So actually I might do haul first because I'm a bit excited about my plans. We'll do a little bit of haul. So it is very limited what I got, which is fine. Now I have kept this predominantly, well, this has all been cross stitched, so I haven't even touched on my quilting. So just, this will be the only quilting. I did sign up for the quilting box from, spooky box from Fat Quarter Shop. Absolutely love these. I've had the last 3 years. I think this box has to be my favorite out of the 3 that I've signed up for, have just been the best. So I'm going to do a very quick run through because we're already at 45 minutes. So scissor holders, well, I think that's what they are. Little tin. Now this tin, I'm not sure if I can do it by. So has a little lid and I'm not sure. I think they're spool holders. I can't remember what they are. I'm not sure. Whatever they are, the tin's cute. It should actually tell me, but it's at the bottom, so I'll get to that. The fabric, is divine. Absolutely gorgeous. So, little, I don't want to pull it apart, and it's a shame not to be able to show you everything, but they're the colors. So it's just absolutely beautiful fabric. A spool of rickrack. I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what I call it. Yeah, it is called rickrack. So that's what it is. A absolutely beautiful candle. I don't want to burn it because I know I can't replace it, but it smells amazing. It's cinnamon and spice. No, it's not. It's, oh my God, I've got the wrong glasses on. Clementine and spice, I think it's saying. Whatever it is, it smells absolutely divine. I could lick it. Like, it is just, it smells so good. Then you've got little template and the chart. So that's what all of that will make. So I'm just going to quickly see if it tells me what the little tin thing was, because I'm not sure. Oh, it does. So, oh, they're bobbin toppers. But I'm not quite sure bobbin toppers. So I guess when you're sewing, I don't know. I'm not I'm a self-taught quilter. So whatever they are, they look cool. So that was my box for this year. And as I said, this won't be the last box I get, because they are just, I haven't been disappointed in them yet. So, and I went to now, a subscriber my last video had said to me, because I had been looking for a specific chart, and she told me to go to a place that's in Norman Park, which is near my work. So I had a half day from work, and so on my way home I stopped there, and I managed to get this chart. The sampler isn't so much what I wanted, but it's the horn of cornucopia that I did want, because for me, for autumn, actually, you know what, I probably would do this just without the word part of it. I would just omit that and just keep it to the alphabet. So I got that. Now, when I went on my cruise, so I don't know if I mentioned on my cruise if I did a thing after that, but I'll just do a quick flick. So it had patchwork quilts and what have you, and I also had to learn to crochet. I actually now think that was the case, because I want to make these for my head. So but there were some cute other things in there. Then I did I bought the Halloween, so I get all of those each year. I love getting the Halloween, I think we all do, but these were the super cutest. So quite a few in there that I would like to do. There always is heaps that I want to do in them. And I also got, again, I'm not sure if I went through this, so I do apologize. I got Teresa Kogut. I have her spring and her Halloween. I've now got autumn. I haven't actually checked to see if there's a winter one or not, but that's okay. So And I wanted to do, I think I did actually go through this now that I'm looking at it. I have deja vu. So I won't spend too much time on that. Definitely worth getting, but it will be the one, this is the one I want to do. So because of that, I got the floss, which I don't know if that's going to work. No, it's really hard to show the colors, but it's a variegated ready sort of rust and a black through it. And then I got a little witchy snow woman, snow person, snowman, whatever. I think, yeah, little witchy snowman on pumpkin, and needed to have that in my collection of spooky stitching. Or does it become a Christmas stitching because it's, you know, got a snowman? I don't know. I may even stitch that for with my Christmas stitching next year. We will see. Now that is a great sort of segue into my plans for next year. Actually, before I do, I got some amazing stitchy kindness from one of my dearest friends. Her mum is a crafter, and she was cleaning out her craft room. She's downsized, and I think I said this, sorry about all the noise, really sorry. I said on my last one that she sent me a heap of fabric. She sent me more. So, and some of these I will be using for my Christmas. I'm actually not going to open it, but these are the colours. And it's all, she's labelled it, so there's 32 count, there's 28 count. And sorry, I just realised there was a note. So she's sent it all up to me rather than take it to the op shop because she knows I'll use it. But she even found a little little books for me. So it just shows a little guide on how to do stuff. So never hurts to have a bit of a refresher. So I'm so blessed to have Kate give me all this, and it's all looked after, and it's stuff she's had, for a long time. And then I had Heather from my Sunshine Coast Stitches. Her mother Lisa is a master crafter, and she stitched this, or crocheted this little ort jar. Is she not the cutest little thing ever? Absolutely love her. And she even made another one in purple specifically for my daughter's birthday. So I was ever so grateful. But she didn't stop there with the goodies. She made this. It's a little photo album with little, I don't know what you call them, a little thingy. And it says spooky. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's been done with her Cricut. And I'm actually going to, this is just so beautiful, I wouldn't do it justice by not doing a quick flick. So you can put photos. It has slidey outs. Actually, just gonna go back. Oh yeah. Moon, like absolutely every one of them has a little pull out. The work that has gone into this is just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. The most amazing thing. I love this so much. I'm not sure if Heather and Lisa watch, but if you do, I cannot thank you enough. And it came to me at a time I was actually really struggling with a few things, and this one lifts up as well. Just, you know, being on this path and having separated from hubby, and it just, yeah, it was just such a wonderful, unexpected little treat that came on a particular day that I was feeling quite lost and upset, and to receive this in the mail. But that wasn't all. So as I said, there was another little cauldron for my daughter, but Heather had been stitching Kathy Barrick's Witch Training Academy, and so she sent it down, so I was able to buy this off her. So how beautiful is she? I love everything about it. Right up my alley with the vintage, you know, pumpkins and the vintage witch, and I just love everything about it. So thank you so much, Heather and Lisa. It just, as I said, it came in the mail on a day that I was feeling quite down. So it was just so lovely to receive such a little present, unexpected little gifts in the mail. So I can't thank you enough. It just really made my day. And then I've got, okay, onto my plans now because I've just realized we're heading to 60 minutes. So next year I'm going to be starting, so this one I'm going to do, actually I'll start with my New Year's stuff. So after much procrastinating, changing the times, doing all the things, because I was going to start last year and then I didn't, and I think I had 2 start dates for last year and it didn't happen. So my Halloween Afghan, I'm desperate to start this after seeing progress from Audrey from Stitchy Witch 42. Hers is looking absolutely amazing. Excuse me. And then I saw Jenny's from Jenny Stitches, Jenny_Stitches, saw hers at the Sunshine Coast catch up. And I was like, need to start it. No more excuses. So this is, that's probably a good spread out of it. So I dyed the fabric myself. I had wanted a little lighter than what it was, a sort of slight mottled grey, but I think I added too much and left it too long. So this is the colour I'll be doing. I think it will still be okay. And so I've got that fabric, and I'll show you the colours. I'm not going to take them out of the bags, but these are the colours. So I think on there, they're going to just be beautiful. I did buy, because it called for specialty threads, so I bought the specialty threads, but had I known it's just for tree limbs, I probably wouldn't have bothered, but that's okay. So that's them. And so I'm thinking, I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm thinking I might make that a New Year start. I've got to tie off I've got to do the edges, because that's going to drive me nuts. I'm not sure how to, I think I'll just zigzag the edges, but because there's going to be some serious fraying with those. I haven't got a bag yet for that, like because we all know, if you've been watching me long enough, you'll know that I like to have project bags for my my projects. So I've got one coming from Nicole, a super cute one she's doing for me. So, but I'm going to start that anyway. And I'm thinking I'll make that my year start. But my friend Jenny D, she had some of these colour drops, floss drops. So doesn't really, the light is terrible, but they reflect. They're all purple. They're all fabulous. So I was able to get some of those, and I should have enough for all of those colours. And that, I think, is going to be my New Year start. We'll see. I'm likely to change my mind on the day. So that will be my new start for the year. Then my birthday start. So I don't know. I thought about doing like maybe a hashtag or something for it, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested in stitching this with me, but it's the Wheel of the Year by the Primitive Hair. So my birthday falls in, it's the 2nd of May, so it falls in Samhain time, because in the Southern Hemisphere, our Halloween, or Samhain, is end of April, 1st of May. So 30th of April, 1st of May. So I am looking at starting here with Samhain. So starting on that section of the wheel for my birthday. So, because I'll be 50 this year, I'm coming to terms with that number. It's a big year for me, and I'm ready. So fortunately enough, and I think I'm just going to do it on a plain white. My friend's mum, who sent me all the fabric, she's actually sent me enough white. It's in the other room, I do apologize. Enough white that will be big enough to start this on. I'm not sure, I can't remember the count that it's on. These are the colors, so, and you can see it against the white paper. I think it will be okay. I had thought of going a little bit of a coffee dyed, because that's what my Green Man is on. My Doreen Jones, I don't know if you remember that one. That's quite a dirty brown, earthy color. So I am having a think about that, because once I dye it, I can't undye it. So I'm having a think as to whether or not, so again, apologies for the printing, whether or not I should do this on a white or do it on a coffee dyed fabric. So, yeah. And I think I worked out the fabric will be on the called for, like, size. I think it just, the fabric was perfect. So I think it's 30 count. Yeah, so the fabric I've got must be 30 count, because it was perfect. Size, everything was just spot on, that it should work out. That in the stash of goodies that she sent up, I had enough fabric to do this. So I'm in two minds whether to dye it yet. So I'll have a think. Let me know what you think. Am I better to leave it as a white, or to do it on a coffee dyed so it looks a little more earthy tones? I'm just unsure what to do. So that is my whips and my new starts for this year. So that will be the 2 independent new starts. Now we go on to my Christmas stitching. So it's all in my little bag here. Now these are, most of them are kitted up. Not all of them are though. So I'm doing the stitches, 365 days of Christmas with Gail from Wombat Hollow Designs. So we have anything Christmassy I'll be adding to it. So I've got the old winter from Primitive Hair. So I'm going to be doing that. Obviously I've got fabric in the stash. It's going to be on a linen. These are most of the colors. I've got to get, I think there's a red I'm missing. Oh no, this one's all kitted up. It's just the 3 colors. So I'll have that one. So all I'm doing at the moment is I'm just going to show you what I plan to start. They may not get started, but I'm going to do my darndest to get them done. The only ones I haven't got here, I don't think, are my shepherd's bush. So I will be doing the shepherd's bush stockings for my grandkids. All right. So Plum Street Sampler, I have Merry 2. So last year, I don't know if you remembered, I did Merry 1 or Merry whatever it was called. Yeah, I think it was, anyway, I've done that one. So Merry 2. I'll be doing, then I've got pomegranate Santa. Now this one, so a lovely subscriber, and I'm so sorry I didn't write your name down. Thanks to her, I managed to go over to, I can't think of the name of the shop. It is, and because it's not on the, so I had been hunting high and low for Whittaker. I had his little companion. So this is Whittaker. Is it Stacey Nash? Yeah, Stacey Nash Designs. So I found Whittaker, and I found him thanks to my subscriber who let me know to go over to Norman Park, and I cannot for the life of me think of, I think it's All Threads at Norman Park. So while I was there, I figured I'd get all the colours for Whittaker. How yummy are these colours? Like, they are just so beautiful, and I really hope the light is able to be picked up. The colours are able to be picked up in the light. So I got those, and unfortunately she didn't have the partner. I can't think of her name. What is it? Paisley. She didn't have Paisley in the shop, so I couldn't work out what colours. And it wasn't until I left that I realised I could have just Googled it and got the colours. But I did get the toasted marshmallow because I knew that Paisley had that. So I got toasted marshmallow for her. So, and hers is great. It's a little bit roasted, brownie. So that's Paisley. So that's Paisley. And actually, both of them on the back, both of them on the back have a little scissor holder. So, but I'm thinking I would like to make Whittaker and Paisley with a flat bottom, but that's, I gotta get them done first. So both of them, at least now I have them. So thank you so much. And I really, really do appreciate it. And I will go back and find out your name. So thank you for that. Great tip. And so I've planned to do a few starts. There's going to be quite a few starts this year. And that's okay because it's Christmas. I've got the Santas. So I've actually got quite a lot. I didn't realize how many I had until just now going through it. So Teresa Koget's Country Santa. So because this is already an hour 10, I'm just going to flick through them. The Prairie Schooler. So this one is 2022. So that's my grandson, Luca. That was his year. 2020 was my granddaughter, Hazel. So that's her year. I have got them for my own kids. So 96, 2002, 2007. And for my, no, I don't think I have my nephew's. I was going to, but I haven't got his yet. Little Santa stockings to go on the tree. I actually got this in Townsville, I think, when I went with the Rebel Stitches we caught up. And I've got the Merry Christmas. So I love the Pineberry Lanes ones. So I've got that. I have Yule Goat. I found the other ones. It's amazing what you put in stuff. So Yule Goat by Primitive Hair. So again, just tying in a little bit of my pagan-y things, which is fine. I have this one. If you don't like swear words, probably best to blink now. This was meant to be a stitch with the Rebel Stitches a couple of years ago, and I never actually got it done because I misplaced it. I couldn't find it. So Yippee-ki-yay. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and you cannot change my mind on that one. So I got those. I found my Shepherd's Bush ones. Like I said, it's amazing what you find when you're going through stuff. And so I'm going to mix and match the stockings a bit. So I've got this one, this one, this one. The photos, having seen them at All Threads, the pictures I thought were great. The pictures are crap compared to actually seeing them in the flesh. So I can't think of the lady's name, but she had a few of them set up at All Threads, and they are just amazing. So I bought, so I'll get the fabric from there. That's the only thing I have to do. So I've got all of those, and I'm going to make them. And look, I'm probably not going to have a lot of finishes this year, and that's completely okay. I will have a lot of starts, and I'm okay with that. You know, why start something if you don't love it? And if I don't love it when I've started it, then I can always UFO it. But I decided I would start the stockings because I've never had a stocking of my own. So I thought I'm going to do, because my granddaughter has already got a stocking I did for her. So I'm going to have stockings at my house for them as well. So I'll start my grandson's because he doesn't have one. And then I'm going to do mine and then my kids. And the only one I want finished this year is Luca's. So because he doesn't have one yet, he's going to be 3 in 2025. He needs to have his stocking. So I will make sure that that one, if it's not put together, at least the stitching will be finished. So I've got that one. And then Holiday Quaker. Now I'd like to get this one started. As I said, my focus piece is Yuletide. So that's the one I definitely want to finish. I definitely want to finish that one and Luca's stocking. So that's Holiday Quaker by Lila Studio. If you remember, for my birthday a couple of years ago, and they're all colours, I did Halloween Quaker. So now this is Holiday Quaker. I've had it for some time and never just got round to doing it. So Christmas 365, perfect time to do it. And I'll be doing that on Grey Skies, 28 count linen, even weave from Divana Lee Designs. And that is all kitted up now, fabric and floss. So I'll be using DMC. All of my flosses, unless I've specifically said, will be DMC. Obviously, Whittaker and Paisley, I'm doing them in the special flosses. Because I can, really. No other reason. I can. So I like how they look on the chart, so I'd like them to look as close to that as possible. And I think, sorry, my nose is starting to run. So now I will have, that'll be it. I'm not going to purchase anything unless it's fabric for those pieces. And floss if I need that. So I will find the hashtag, put it down there. So it'll be, I think it's hashtag Christmas 365. And that's my plans. So the Halloween one, my Halloween Afghan, I think I'm just going to do it because it's sitting there. I've wanted to do it for so long. The plans with the Christmas is I'm going to stitch Christmas every day. The others that I'm doing, I will stitch also. So some of them I might only put 10 or 15 stitches in, maybe 100, but excuse me, I'm definitely going to be doing that. And as I said, I'm saving for Europe, so I intend to do my weekends, not that I, you know, spend heaps of money and go out all the time, but weekends I just need to recoup. I just need to go and have a bit of me time now. So the way the structure of my work has changed, I'm not getting as many weekend shifts. So I think that's probably actually a good thing. I think I need to have a bit more downtime. Working 6 days, and I've said it before, is not sustainable. I need to have a bit more me time. So hoping to do a few more days where I can maybe go up and meet with Nicole at the lavender farm near Kingaroy. She mentioned, you know, having catch up and coffees there and doing some little stitches, that sort of thing. So just getting back doing stuff for me, so which I'm looking forward to. So it'll be fun, and especially with Christmas, I mean, who doesn't love Christmas? So, and I get to do that every day, and then have some other stitches in between. My Halloween pieces, I will be putting all of those away until September, or maybe until October. So I'll do October as a spooky month, but with the exception of the Halloween Afghan. So, because I really desperately want to start that. But Christmas will be my focus. So if you're interested in joining that, have a look on Gail's Instagram, or check out her Flosstubes, because she does chat. I think in the latest one she does talk about it. So, but that is it. We're at an hour 17, so I do apologize. I hope to be a little more regular next year. As I said, I will be working a little bit less. So hopefully, and I might even do some stitching in the wild, just to, because I can. So so this will be the last Flosstube, obviously, for 2024. So have a fabulous New Year's, stay safe, and I will see you back in 2025. Take care, and thank you for watching. I will just say, if you are new here and you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you'll know when I update. I am very irregular. I do try to be regular, but I'm just not. So like and subscribe, and thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and watch. So take care. Happy stitching.